Hello friends, welcome to CS Digest. So moving further on the topic of operations of strings, we will be studying about our next topic, that is power of a string. Okay, so what is power of a string? So power of a string is when we express an input alphabet in a certain length using exponential notation. For example, consider a string W. So a power of 0 is an empty string known as epsilon. Power of 1 will give W. Power of 2 will give concatenation of W. W power of 3 would give W power of 1 concatenated with W power of 2, or W power of 2 dot W power of 1, which will be equal to W. So this is power of a string. Very small and easy topic. Okay, now moving further, we will talk about our next operation, that is cleans closure or star closure. Okay, and it is denoted by sigma power of star. Okay, suppose there is an input alphabet A B. Okay, so suppose sigma power of 0 would be epsilon, sigma power 1 would be A or B, sigma power 2 would be AA, AB, BA, BB. Okay, so what is clean closure is union of all zero, power 0, 1 and 2. We can do it infinite number of times. So it would be all these strings epsilon A, it would be epsilon A B AA AB BA BB. Okay, and so on. So what is clean closure? In simple English we can say all possible strings that can be written over input alphabet A B. It will be discussed further. Till then, let's dive into another topic, which is positive closure. There is a very small difference between clean closure and positive closure. Yeah, that it is denoted using plus. Okay, in clean closure we had star, in positive closure we have plus. Okay, so what is positive closure? It would be every string, taking the previous example only, but here epsilon would not be present, so it will be sigma plus would be A B, see from here, A B A B B A and B B. In positive closure there is no empty string. Okay, now next very important operation is prefix of a string. Okay, prefix of a string. So what is prefix of a string? What is prefix? For example, this is a. So what is of a? It will be a and a. That is 0 or more symbols of a string from left to right. I will explain this with the help of an example. So suppose there is a string a b a. So what will be the prefix of w? It will be, don't forget to write epsilon, because here there is an empty string also. Yeah, there is empty string also here. So don't forget to write epsilon. Then a, start scanning from here. First empty string, then a, then ab, then ab. Okay, so one important thing that we have to note here is, note that w, that is our input alphabet. Whatever input alphabet can be, it can be a or b c, anything it can be. So w and epsilon will always be present in the prefix of a string. Okay, remember that w and epsilon will always be present in prefix of a string w. Okay, highlight this point, because many students forget to write epsilon in their prefix. Always remember to write prefix. Now similar to this is another operation known as suffix of a string. So what, in prefix we had 0 or more symbols from left to right. In suffix we will have 0 or more symbols from right to left. Okay, from right to left. For example, taking the same example of a string ABA, so the suffix of this string ABA would be, what we have to remember is always write epsilon. See, from right to left. So here it is empty, so write epsilon. If we write like this ABA epsilon, it will be equal to ABA, but we have to write epsilon in suffix of the input alphabet. Okay, so epsilon, then start from here, from the right. From the right, what is the next? A. Then what is the next? AB. Then what is the next? ABA. See, from the right to left, not left to right. Here it is right to left. In prefix we have left to right. Okay, so few important points that I would like you to note it down. First one, as we discussed for prefix, here also epsilon and w will belong to suffix of w. Second, number of prefix of w is equal to number of number of prefix of w and number of suffix of w. It is a word w of length n is n plus 1 and n plus 1 respectively. And the same thing I was saying earlier, but in a more formal way. So what is n plus 1? For example, here w is equal to ABA, so here n is equal to 3. So n plus 1, so suffix of w would contain n plus 1, that is 3 plus 1 equal to 4 strings. Okay, and same for prefix also. And third important point is prefix of w intersection with suffix of w, that is common strings in prefix and suffix will be a subset of epsilon and w. Okay, so these are three important points which you have to remember, which will be very beneficial while solving the questions we will face in the next some topics. Now the last one I would say with operation would be substring of a string. It is also very easy. For example, w is equal to ABA. Yeah, so what will be substring of w? Substring of w would be, it can be epsilon, it can be A, it can be B, it can be AB, it can be BA, it can be ABA. Okay, so what is substring of a string? It is taking 0 or more consecutive symbols consecutive symbols 0 or more consecutive symbols of a string. 0 would be epsilon, 1 would be A and B, 2 would be AB and BA, and 3 would be ABA. So this is about the substring of a string. And one thing to note down is prefix of word w union with suffix of word w is a subset of substring of w. Okay, as we can see here, epsilon A, AB, ABA, it is a subset, that is these elements would be containing in substring of w. See, epsilon A, AB, ABA. Similarly for prefix you would see epsilon A, AB, ABA, epsilon A, AB, ABA. Okay, so this is all about the operations of a string. Now in next video we will do a question on this, and we will discuss about a formula. Then we will dive on operation on languages. Here we discussed operation on strings. Now we will dive into operation on languages. Okay, So thank you, and please comment if you have any doubts. Thank you.